Well, we all need a little Christmas, whether it's Christmas or not. As Auntie Mame says, I need a little Christmas today, and it always brightens our spirits. For many years now, Mr. Richard Brooks, aka Ricky, has been gently nagging me to come out with a Christmas design CD. Well, this is for you, Richard. This is our beautiful Advent calendar, and it is in the shape of a Christmas tree, and I got into trouble from Simon because it wasn't green, but we used our own poetic license on this one. And it is fun, it is easy, and it teaches you some really fun techniques. It's quick and easy. All the quilting's done for you, all the cutting lines are there, and all you have to do is piece it and follow the directions. So it comes with one of our special edition design CDs, I Need a Little Christmas. So let's look at the products we're going to need. We're going to need Cutaway Magic, great for embroidered decoupage. Sheer Magic. We never have silk or anything that we embroider that isn't backed with sheer magic. And of course our fabulous Quilt Magic lightweight fusible batting. So we're going to need all of that. Now, as far as colours goes, it's entirely up to you. Yes, because we're a little bit that we like silk, our tree was done with cream silk. But if you want a green tree, make it green. If you want a red tree, make it red. It's up to you. You can be as creative as you like. We had red for our binding. This lovely bit of lame gold is just a piece we had in the cupboard for our star. And our little red hearts, we had some nylon glitter organza, which sparkles and looks so great. And then because we didn't have anything that was green, I had bought a cheap Christmas tablecloth. You can see that some of the edge is still on it. And it had this lovely holly on it. Now, Debbie Reese went online and actually found the exact one. So this is what we use for our green. And I must confess we've forgotten our green silk because we put green fabric behind our green hearts. So we're not perfect, everybody. We do the best we can. So you will need a colour for your tree, a colour for the binding, colour for the star. You will need a glitzy nylon organza for your hearts with shades of green and a plain green backing, and lovely glitzy red organza with a plain red backing. So now you've got your fabrics sorted out. We're going to tell you how to use them. This is so easy. All our silks, as I have mentioned, has Sheer Magic Plus added to the back of it. You need to iron it with a hot steam iron so it appears as one fabric. Then you can iron Quilt Magic to the back of it so that you have Sheer Magic, you have your silk backed with Sheer Magic, backed with the lightweight fusible batting, and then you need your backing fabric, and that can be any fabric at all. So as you can see here are our 3 quilt layers. We have our top quilt, our batting, and our backing fabric. Now we need to start with the tree. So you can see that the tree is made up of little 3-inch quilted squares. So you actually have the quilted square with lovely McTavishing design that comes with this design CD. So what you need to do is combine as many of these little squares in the area of your hoop that you can. And again, they have the great cutting lines, so there's no measuring to do. And we actually tell you how many of these little squares you have to embroider out. And you can see they're all quilted, both front and back. What did we quilt them with? Our gorgeous metallic thread. Now, my metallic thread is actually got a metallic core, but it has a coating that makes it slip through your needle. We never change our needle. Kim Bradley absolutely loves quilting with it. It quilts on long arms, it quilts on domestic ones, it quilts beautifully as an embroidered quilting design. So this is the thread that we used for all our quilting and our applique. So I want to deal with our little squares. So we've cut out all our squares and we've got them all in a little pile, and we start to we lay out our quilt together in rows. So you can see that there's part of a square there. So we're starting off with that square, and then we're coming down to 2 squares below it. And then you lay out the whole quilt in rows. So we've got 1 square, 2 squares in that one, 3 in that one, 1, 2, 3, 4 in that row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in that row, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have a lovely layout diagram in it, so it's really easy to do. Now it's all done with the Jenny join. So I'm just going to pop that one down there for now. So we lay out our first square and we join the next row. So we lay it out so we have that square. So we've got nothing on that at this point of time. Then the next row, we butt our 2 squares up together with pins, as you can see on the side here for the fabulous Jenny join. You zigzag it together and you do your rows. So you lay out all your rows and zigzag them together before you put your end half squares on. You need to cut these squares in half on the diagonal in one way. As you can see, that is exactly half a square. So we need a certain number of those too. When we have put everything together with the zigzag is covered up with a satin stitch ball using our lovely gold metallic thread. And then of course we pop our square on top. Now these squares are joined, I've got to get it right, on each end of each row so they come out like a peak. So they come out like a peak there, and then we place my quilting ruler. Robbie's just going to get that for me. When we have actually pieced everything, you find the center of your top block, and then you place this down here, down the side when it's all pieced, so the ruler follows the edge of each one of these, and you've got to have it at the right angle. Here I am having it at the right angle, and you come down there, and that's how you get your straight side of your Christmas tree. It is really that easy once you've pieced your Christmas tree. Then you will notice that the Christmas tree has been piped with a gold piping first, and then bound with a lovely red border. So the whole tree has piping around it first, and then it is bound. As you can see, we use the lovely gold metallic thread in our bobbin as well. So we have a beautiful metallic thread on the back of our Christmas tree, and we finished the edge of our binding off with a pretty braid, so it was pretty on both sides. So we have our tree put together now. So let's move on to our pretty little heart pockets. What we're going to hoop is Cutaway, Quilt Magic, and a plain coloured nylon organza. We use our Magic heat cutting tool when we have finished all our embroidery, and we heat cut the hearts out. Now please bear with us, we haven't got the numbers on these because it was very early in the piece when we did these step by steps. So you've embroidered your hearts over all the layers. Now the hearts are actually appliqued, so the first colour will be the heart outline. You then place your plain fabric with your organza over the top, over the heart, and then stitch the outline again, and then just as you would with any applique, cut around the outside edge of the heart, and then it will come and stitch the gold around the edge to applique it, and all the numbers that are the 24 days coming up to Christmas. So again, combine as many hearts as you can in one hooping. Use the heat cutting tool to cut out the hearts, and you have beautiful, perfect padded hearts. The next thing you need to do is center your heart in sequence 1 through to 24 in each one of the 3-inch squares. Now we used a little bit of permanent fabric glue around the outside edge of the hearts and slightly squeezed them together, just a little bit of glue, squeezed them together so that they just puffed out a little, and then we used wonderful Sheer Magic, which is a polyester, beautiful fine thread, to attach them all round the edge with a lovely pin stitch, or you can do a small free motion stitch. That's how easy it is to put your beautiful tree together. We mustn't forget our star. Stitch out 2 stars in the same fashion. Use your glue to glue it together, and that goes at the top of your Christmas tree. All is needed for you to do now is to actually decorate it. Add a hanger at the top, and you know, I had a whole lot of brooches that my dear departed mum had in a box, and we used a lot of these brooches to decorate it. We also used little Christmas decorations, popped them in the pockets. If you want it as a decoration, we put a lovely satin bow here. This is part of a Christmas decoration. Traditionally, little gifts were put in there that a child took one out each day coming up to Christmas until Christmas Eve. So you might like to do this for your child too, by popping a special little treat in each one and hanging it so that he can or she can take it out one day at a time up to the 24th or Christmas Eve. This looks beautiful just hanging, as we said, with the lovely Christmas decorations in it. It's quick, easy, makes a beautiful Christmas decoration, and is perfect for that little grandbaby you may have, or young child, or as a gift to someone special. So here finally is our tribute to Christmas, and we all need a little Christmas every day, so you don't have to just have it out for Christmas. Happy Christmas, everyone.